Oh, all right. We're still doing Ezekiel, but man, I'm being very stupid right now. I'm fucking tired. My body's rejecting this alcohol, and I'm drinking Steel Reserve right now. So, ooh, man, and I have to work tomorrow, but I'm the ox. I'm totally a fucking ox because I only work 2 days a week. So that makes me the fucking ox, I think. Tomorrow's my Friday. But man, I'm being very stupid right now. But I like doing this Ezekiel stuff because but man, he's a great writer, but he's also just so fucking righteous. It's like sometimes it's like, man, I just feel like I'm all fucking alone, and then I fucking read this guy, and he's just like filled with fucking righteousness because he doesn't fucking give a fuck. This is not your typical rabbi, right? Um, But all right, where are we? Let's see. Because of their sin. No, it's fun to read Ezekiel. Okay, no, I think we're beyond this. There we go. All right, let's see. I think this is where we are. The word of the Lord came to me, Son of man. Right. So, like, what's this Son of man thing? I think it just kind of means like brother, right? Because like he sees an angel or he sees God and he fucking throws himself on his face onto the ground, but it's like, hey, no, stand up. I want to talk to you face to face, right? Like this, like Ezekiel's God doesn't want slovenly, like, oh, you're the greatest. Like God doesn't need his ego propped up. He wants his brothers. Son of man, set your face against the mountains of Israel. Prophesy against them and say, you mountains of Israel, hear the word of the sovereign Lord. This is what the sovereign Lord. How do I get that fucking thing out of there? Alright, let's see. This is. Let's see, where am I? This is what the sovereign Lord says to the mountains and the hills, to the ravines and the valleys. I am about to bring a sword against you, and I will destroy your high places. Your altars will be demolished, and your incense altars will be smashed, and I will slay your people in front of your idols. I will lay okay, no. I will lay the dead bodies of the Israelites in front of their idols, and I will scatter your bones around your altars wherever you live. The towns will be laid waste and the high places demolished, so that your altars will be used. Get out of there. Stop. Will be something. Will be laid waste and devastated. Your idols smashed and ruined. Your incense altars something down. And what you have made wiped out, your people will fall slain along you, and you will know that I am the Lord, right? But I will spare some, for some of you will escape the sword. And when you are scattered among the lands and the nations, then in the nations where they have been carried captive, those who escaped will remember me, how I have been grieved by their adulterous hearts, which have been turned away from me, and by their eyes, which have lusted after their idols. They will loathe themselves for the evil they have done, and they and for all their detestable practices. And they will know that I am the Lord. I did not threaten in vain to bring this calamity upon them. This is what the Lord, the sovereign Lord, says. Strike your hands together and stamp your feet and cry out, alas, because because of all the wicked and detestable practices of the people of Israel. For they will fall by the sword, famine, and plague. One who is far away will die of the plague, one who is near will fall by the sword, and anyone who survives and is spared will die of famine. So I will pour out my wrath on them. They will know that I am the Lord when their people lie slain among their idols, around their altars, on every high hill and on all the mountain tops, under every spreading tree and every leafy oak, places where they offered fragrant incenses to all their idols. And I will stretch out my hand against them and make the land desolate, waste from the desert to Diblah, wherever they live. Then they will know that I am the Lord. Right? So again, you see this like total fucking transformation of Ezekiel's God from this like nagging God who's not saying a fucking word to like this, he's just like, putting the gauntlet down. Two totally different gods talking, right? One's a fool and one is not. Right, but in this text, there's this idea that the God of Israel does not hate the other tribes. The word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, this is what the sovereign Lord said to the land of Israel. The end has come. Upon the four corners of the land, the end is now upon you, and I will unleash my anger against you. I will judge you according to your conduct, and repay you for all your detestable practices. I will not look on you with pity. I will not spare you. I will surely repay you for your conduct and your detestable practices among you. Then you will know that I am the Lord. So again, it's don't be haters. Don't be haters. I think that's what's going on here. God's not a hater. God's a lover. Right. I think that's what's being said here. It's a condemnation of what we would call in today nationalism. Nationalism. Fuck nationalism. Like nationalism basically means to hate your neighbor and want to war against it. Right? That's what has nothing to do with love of your tribe. In fact, it's hatred of your tribe because you're just causing problems that will cause bad consequences for your tribe. This is what the sovereign Lord says. Right? So again, we go back to that other stuff where he's like, there's this joke, right? I had this friend one time. He kind of came from a racist family, I hate to say. I was working in a grocery store, and this guy's father was the manager. And he had a few sons. I was friends with one of his sons, and I was working at his store. And he his son was like really big. He was just like this 6-foot kid, but both of his parents were small. But his mother's uncles were as big as him, so he got his genes from his mother, and he was definitely his father's child, I think. But I don't know. He was a really good guy. I don't even know why I'm talking about him right now. Because I'm drinking too much. But he was a really good guy. Like I've had bosses before, and your experience at a job has everything to do with those who you work around. Um, and he was just an amazing boss. Like he would go in, he was manager of a store, and he would go in and he'd work every department, and he'd actually work at those departments. You know. Um, oh, that's why. That's why. Okay, okay, I remember. So this guy, I was sitting there together. I was sitting with his son, you know, my friend, and another one of our friends, and he came in, and he started telling this story. It was a joke, and it's an old comedian's joke apparently, right? This is you know, the comedians of our day, you know, and but apparently back in the day you had this old comedian's joke, and if you were able to pull this joke off, then you were a comedy god, right? And the joke was that you were going to tell a story that has no plot, right? It has zero plot, and you're just like, you're pulling the audience along, and you have to pull the audience along with comedy and theater and engagement and all that shit. But at the same time, you're telling a story that's not a story at all. There's no story there, and that's what he tried to do with us, and it didn't work because he didn't know how to work it. But he really tried, and I was just sitting there and I was watching him try, because it was just like bombing in front of us. But I was totally getting what he was trying to do. You know, he was trying to tell this, but that's what you see in Ezekiel's God in the beginning, because he's like, I'm about to say this. I'm gonna say, you tell them what I'm about to say, and then he doesn't say anything, right? It's just brilliant. It's just fucking brilliant. He doesn't say a fucking goddamn word. He's just nagging. Like, this is a nagging God at the beginning. But this is different right here, right? This is different because now he's saying something, right? Now something is actually being said. This is what the Sovereign Lord says. Disaster, unheard of disaster. See, it comes. The end has come. The end has come. It has roused itself against you. See, it comes. Doom has come upon you. See, this is the eagle. This is quick, right? It's happening quickly. Do. What just happened? I hit a button. Okay, there we go. Doom has come upon you who dwell in the land. The time has come, the day is near. There's panic, not joy on the mountains. I am about to pour out my wrath upon you and spend my anger against you. I will judge you according to your conduct and repay you for all your detestable practices. I will not look on pity. I will not spare you. I will repay you for your conduct and for the detestable practices among you. Right, so there's this idea of balance and repaying that's happening here, as far as justice is concerned. It looks like, but also this concept of every man is judged according to their works. Right, every man is like, if you bear false witness against someone, then someone can bear false witness against you. There should be one down there. Yeah, grab one of those black cords. You see the black cords? Mm-hmm. Grab a black cord. There's a black cord right there. Yes? Yeah, grab it. That's not it. No, that's not it. Grab another black cord. That's not it. Okay, do you know where my apron is? Yeah. Go check over by my apron. It's probably there then. Is it there? Then you will know that it is the Lord who strikes you. See the day. See, it comes. Doom has burst forth, the rod has budded, arrogance has blossomed, violence has arisen, a rod to punish the wicked. None of the people will be left, none of that crowd, none of their wealth, none of their value. Oh shit. The time has come, the day has arrived. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller grieve, for my wrath is on the whole crowd. The seller will not recover the property that was sold as long as both buyers and sellers live. What is going on there? The seller will not recover the property that was sold as long as both the buyers and sellers live. You know, I saw Pretty Woman one time, and I was shocked. I was fucking totally... I wasn't shocked about a man falling in love with a prostitute. I was shocked by that. You know, a man's business could just be taken away from him. That was fucking crazy. For the vision concerning the whole crowd will not be reversed. Because of their sins, not one of them will preserve their life. They have blown the trumpet. They have made all their things ready. But no one will go into battle, for my wrath is on the whole crowd. Outside is the sword, inside are the plague and famine. Those in the country will die by the sword, those in the city will be devoured by famine. The fugitives who escape will flee to the mountains like doves of the valley. They will all moan, each for their own sins. Every hand will go limp, every leg will be wet with urine. They will put on sackcloth and be clothed with terror. Every face will be clothed with shame, every head will be shaved. They will throw their silver into the streets, and their gold will be treated as a thing unclean. Their silver and gold will not be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. It will not satisfy their hunger or fill their stomachs, for it has caused them to stumble into sin. They took pride in their beautiful jewelry, and used it to make their detestable idols. They made it into vile images. Therefore I will make it a thing unclean for them. I will give their wealth as plunder to foreigners, and as a loot to the wicked of the earth who will defile it. I will turn my face away from the people, and robbers will desecrate the place I treasure. They will enter it and will defile it. Right? So this is obviously a condemnation of materialism. Right? Again, this is a total condemnation of the Phoenician way, which is materialism and vanity. Prepare chains, for the land is full of bloodshed, and the city is full of violence. I will bring the most wicked of nations to take possession of their houses. I will put an end to the pride of the mighty, and their sanctuaries will be desecrated. When terror comes, calamity, they will seek peace in vain. Calamity upon calamity will come, and rumor upon rumor. They will go searching for a vision from the prophet. Priestly instruction in the law will cease. The council of the elders will come to an end. The king will mourn. The prince will be clothed in despair, and the hands of the people of the land will tremble. I will deal with them according to their conduct, and by their own standards I will judge them. Right? So that's exactly what Ezekiel's doing. He's judging them by their own standards. Like when he goes out there and plays the fool, like they play the fool. Right? They go out to us and they tell us that we got to sacrifice, and that's what true love is. True love is sacrifice. That's a false idol right there. That's a false idol. Right, because the God of Yahweh wants holiness. He wants you to be whole. And if you have total sacrifice, then your sacrifices will not be acceptable to Him. Right? If you value material things and you do not value love, if you value murder to gain material things, then your sins will be judged upon you. Right? Alright, how do we get to the next page? Where the fuck is that thing at? It was bothering me in the last section, and now it's not there. Stupid fucking piece of shit. Oh wait, maybe if I do that. Boom. There we go. Alright, you know what? I think we're getting to the end here. Yeah, no, you know, I like this in the 6th year, in the 6th month, on the 5th day. He's just so fucking dramatic. Good shit though. Like this guy's a really good word guy.